Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the module 4. As of now, three modules we have completed. The first module describes the various civil engineering materials like bricks, stones, and concrete block we have discussed. And module 2, we have discussed about the binding materials that is lime and cement, aggregate, and concrete. We have discussed elaborately what is the use and application. That everything we discussed in the module 2. And module 3, masonry and timber work, already we discussed it. Now we are going to look out in the module 4, basic building components and building finishing. Here we having two chapters that we are going to discuss. One is a basic building components. So what are the basic components is available exclusively for the roof and floors, foundations, okay, windows and doors and sunshades. Okay, these are the small building components. And if you take the building finishing, how we are going to finish placing the plastering and the pointing. Okay, then if you want to go do for the appearance purposes, no, that is we can use for the paints, what is the ingredient of the paint and whitewashing and disturbing, finally going to finish for the formwork and scaffolding. These are the things we are going to discuss in elaborately in the module 4. What is the main objectives of the this module 4? Students need to understand the basic building components and roofing systems. You know, we are seeing in different building components are there, from the starting to end. Foundation is one building components, walls, columns, beams and lintels, doors and windows. So these are, we can say, for the building components. Not only for this component. Apart from that, we having a lot of building components are there. So now here we are going to discuss about it for this only building important components only. The roofing system, we having a three type of the roofs we are normally using. One for the flat roof, pitched roof, or truss roof, or the curved roof also we are using. Then student to learn about the different type of the floors and damp proofing courses and different type of the foundations. We have in different type of the floors. We know ground floor will be there, upper floor will be there. Okay, that is called the roof. In between the suspended floor also we can able to use. Then damp proof courses, that is also. Then different type of the foundation, isolated foundation, strip foundation, raft foundation, pile foundation. These are the different type of the foundation. Normally we are using for the construction purposes. The students to study the building finishing methods such as the plastering and pointing. We should know plastering. What are the methods of plastering will be there. Example, single coat, double coat, and sandwich coat plaster will be there. The pointing also important for appearance purposes. So different type of the pointing is there, whether struck pointing and flush pointing, the normally using our brick masonry structures. Student need to understand the painting materials, what are the materials or ingredient is available, and the finishing techniques, especially for the smooth finish, texture finish, distemper finish, no, a texture finish that is will be available. Then student to learn the different types of the form work and scaffolding in the constructions. So if you take the form work, shuttering materials will be there, column formwork, beam formwork, and slab formers. We having different type of the single pole, double pole scaffolding, steel scaffolding, and suspended scaffoldings. Okay, so main crush of the objective of this module is to help the students to be strong and durable and safe structure with quality of the finish. So now we are going to discuss over elaborating various basic building components. So basic building components are the essential part of the building. This is gives the provide the strength, protection of the structure, and durability and appearance. So these we include roof, floor, foundations, wall finish, and temporary construction for all everything we can include for building components. So roof, what is a roof? A roof is a topmost covering of a building that protects from the sun, rain, wind, and other weathers. We can say for the physical agent. So we are going to protect from the physical agents. If you say requirement of the roof, it should be a very strength. Okay, so it will carry a dead load and live load and wind load, lateral load also can able to resisting our roofs. It should be a stability, it should be stable, remain stable under the external forces, especially for seismic forces and lateral for wind forces. Our building should be, our roof should be resist stable and weathering conditions. So it be resist for the all the physical agent, sun, rain, or wind, water, everything all can able to resist. Our roof should be prevent from the leakages. As of course, we cannot be able to permit the roof leakages. Then it should be durable. So last long with the minimum in the maintenance. Okay, and protect for heat insulation. Our roof should be a fire resistance, and roof should be a sound insulations. A roof should be a lightweight. We don't because we don't want to make it a more self-height of structure. Finally, should be a our roof should be aesthetics, a good appearance of the structure. So when coming to the floors, the floor also be horizontal part of the building. So that provides the level of surface of the use. Need to make it as a level. So our floors also the minimum requirement will be strength. So our floors will be carrying a dead load, live load for the safety. The last along with the minimum should be maintenance. So minimum should be maintenance. Then such a the floor should be maintaining the lifelong. So it should be durable. So wear resistant to resist wear and tear of the floor because in normal day-to-day life, apart from the live load, we have going to keep it as a more dead load table and furniture, even though the machinery is small, some materials are going to keep because of movement from the one place to other place and the years will be a minimum. Okay. They prevent the dampness. So suppose your rainy season or you are building construction near the water body area, then maybe dampness will be affected. So our floor should be prevented from the dampness. So it be fire resistant. Okay, then provide a smooth and attractive surfaces. And third, building components is your foundation. So foundation is a lowest part of the building that safety transfer the load to the ground. So the all the forces acting on the top level, that is a roof, then is a beam and column. If you're having any additional foot, that load also be carried, then will be transferred to the column. The finally loads go to the ground. Okay. So foundation is a very important building component of the all the building. So our the foundation it be required it be having a more strength, carrying the all the load and transfer load to the ground in safety. So it remains stable and prevent the settlement, resist weather and ground effects. So be economical. We don't want to spend more money on the foundation. So foundation should be economical part of the construction and maintenance. Then the wall finishes improve the appearance to walls and protect them from the drainage. It's a wall finishes maybe the interior and exterior. So exterior we need to take care more because natural agent, wind, rain, and other agents are going to be affected. So that we need to take care. So protect from the weather and its behavior. Last long into without damages, provide a smooth and attractive look, easy to clean and be maintained with structure. Now, then next component is the temporary construction work. So temporary works are they used during the construction and removed after completion. So also. So main one is the scaffolding. So the scaffolding mainly used for the support and this will be access. Okay, that we are going to use for the scaffolding. Shoring is support the formwork and the structure. So molds are the concrete of the structure. The formwork we are going to use because of formwork only we are going to make a different shape of the structure. Maybe rectangular, circular, square, whatever may be structure. And propping, support beams and the slabs as a vertical column is called the propping. Starting, they provide the lateral support of this structure, working as a platform. The height that is called staging. Each by each stage, we can able to increase for the work. So retain the air and prevent the collapse for the sheet build. So these are the building components that we are going to discuss in the elaborately. So classification of roof, we have in three different type of the roofs are available normally. One is a flat roof and pitched roof and curved roof. three roofs where we are going to use. What is the advantages? What is the disadvantages? What is the application of these three type of the roofs we are going to discuss. First one is a flat roof. It be almost should be a flat, but not in the almost a zero flat. Some of the slope will be there because during rainy season, water should be drain off. So then they are giving for a minimum slope. Nearly horizontal roof. The slope is provided for a drainage purposes. Usually only plain region only we can able to use for flat slab. So this type of the flat slab we can able to use in the mountain area. This is not suitable. Okay, then where the rainfall is more, there we cannot be able to use for flat roof because more water can able to stagnate will be top of the floor. What is the advantage of flat roof? That you can able to easily construct it, can be used as a terrace. Okay, then pitched roof is a sloping roof used in the heavy rainfall in the areas. Okay, where we can able to use having where more rainfall will be there, easily need to drain off the roof. So those area we can able to use it for the pitched roof. Then curved roof, curved in a shape is a different shape, used for large span of structure industrial areas that we could use. So what is the advantage of this one? It be strong and stable, can cover large area without inner heavy supporters. So some of the example we are discussing here, um, it's for a different type of the roof. We have a shell roof, it's a box roof. As a dome, a roof will be there, wallet roof will be there. So for a structure, covered structure, we can able to see learn to roof, couple roof, and king post roof, and as a queen post roof, shell roof, or dome roof, or walnut roof. So these are the roofs are normally we are using. So this is a comparison summary of the all the three types of the roof. If you say the shape, it will nearly be horizontal. Pitch roof having a slope, curved should be a curve. The drainages need to slope for drainages, then only water can able to go easily for out. Pitched roof is a good drainages and curved roof also be a good drainage. Suitability, so flat roof we can able to use only plain areas. In case of the pitched roof, heavy rainfall, where the heavy rainfall is coming, there we can able to pitched roof. In curved roof, a large span of structure, industrial structure, mega structure, we can able to work curved structure. So flat roof construction is very easy. Then pitched is a moderate, and curved it be quite difficult. You need for skilled person the analysis and design of the structure to take the more time. Cost very low cost for flat roof. Moderate roof is moderate for the pitched roof, and cost will be high because more technical is very required. That's the high cost will take for covered roof. So each uses no will be terrace and residential building we can use for the flat roof. Here also will be residential in rural building used for the pitch roof. So industrial halls, stadium that we can able to use it for the appearance purpose also for the covered roof. Now we are seeing the floors. So floor is the horizontal surface provide at a plinth level and upper levels for a supporting occupants and loads. So customers as well as the loads also can able to sustain. We have seen how different type of the floors based on the materials that you use. So these are the floors we are using for the different type of the materials. So first one is a mud floor, very cheap and used in the rural areas. Nowadays also people are using for this type of the mud type of the floors. Where the mud is available, plenty of the mud is available in the area. That's be exclusively for the villages. So people can able to collect the mud. They're going to see. They will clean and everything they're going to use for mud. Okay, floor. So that's why we are saying the type of the floor using for rural areas. So brick floor made of bricks and is very economical. So there also in a brick floor where the clay is available, we can able to make for the bricks. Okay, instead of buying the new materials for the flooring system, here where the bricks can able to manufacture easy, transport is easy. There we can able to work bricks floors. The stone floor is very strong and durable, long to be lasting of the life. So cement concrete floor, it's a commonly across the world they're using for the cement concrete floor. It's a durable and economical. Only one disadvantage of concrete floor, the shrinkage crack will be occur more because we are using for cement base. So after evaporation of the water, it will be started to be a sink. Then mosaic. In this big area also we are used mainly for the decorative and smooth finishes we'll get for the in the floor. So attractive more appearance. So we can able to see more different colors are there, more different forms are there, different style and structure also they available for the mosaic floors. Then tiles, now people are always using the for tiles floor because of the economic as well as the cleaning and maintenance is very easy when compared to the other floors. So it will be attractive, easy clean, used to homes and office, all those buildings can use for tile floor. Marble, it's a good appearance. Now, if you see they having when compared to the other floor, it will be very costly type of floors. And timber floor used for upper floor, warm and more comfortable, then we can use for the timber floor. So choice of the floors, so that is depends upon the cost and availability of the material, strength, durability, and purpose of the building. So here very important purpose of the building is important. In what purpose we have chosen that purpose only we can able to use from our materials. So we need to look at the what is the purpose of building. Based on that purpose, we can able to select the different type of the flooring systems. Damp-proof course is a very important for a building. A damp-proof course is a layer, okay, small layer. It's an impermeable material, so provided in your walls and the floors to prevent the rise the moisture of the ground. When its moisture will come near to waterlogged area, near a sea, near whatever is flowing, automatically water level will be increases with water level. Okay, so for that, automatically the water maybe chances to moisture dampness will come to our building also. For that, what we need to provide the impermeable materials. Okay? We have a different type of the material for the using for DPC. We can able to use those type of material. We can able to prevent the moisture from the ground surfaces. Okay, so now damp-proof courses in your wall, what we are doing, we are used for the bituminous to prevent the chill, and DPC floor also we can able to use. So what is the purpose of the damp-proof courses? Is to prevent the dampness to provide from the outside, protect the wall from the moisture. If you're not providing proper dampness from what will happen, all the walls will be getting the more moisture will come. So then automatically effluence also will be good. So prevent from the effluence, improve the durability of the buildings. So what are the materials we can able to provide using the damp-proof courses? First one is a bitumen. Okay, when you're using the bitumen, it's waterproof as well as the more durable. Then asphalt will be effective waterproofing like a cement. We can able to make it as a one small layer waterproofing material that we can able to protect from the buildings. Which cement mortar? Yes, of course. Normal concrete like a cement to mortar using the 1:2 ratio with waterproofing components, any component, chemical component we can able to mix and we can use in this cement to mortar. And cement concrete will be very strong as well as the durable. Stone slab hard and will be durable. So these are then apart from that we have a different type of sheet we can able to use. Metal sheet is impermeable to the moisture. Plastic is lightweight as well as the waterproof. As plus sheet flexible and waterproof. Polythene sheet is resistant to moisture. So these are the materials commonly we are using the damp-proof courses to prevent the rising of the moisture from the ground level. So what is the point we need to consider here? Damp-proof courses is usually provided at the plinth level in your walls. In your floors laid below the floor screen or the concrete. It should be continuous and will be without any break. Proper lap and joints should ensure the effectiveness. Otherwise, what will happen? The moisture can able to penetrate between the two joints. So here the proper damp-proof courses will be increasing the life of the building and is maintaining the healthy of the indoor environment. The foundation. So foundation is a lowest part of the structure that transfer the building load safety to the soil. Shallow foundation used for good bearing of soil available near the ground. The shallow is depth is very low. Commonly we have a different type of the for shallow foundation will be there. One is be a stiff footing, and isolated footing, combined footing, and strap footing. This all four is under for the shallow foundation. So strip footing, continuous strip, okay, of the concrete under the load bearing walls. Under the below the load bearing walls, it will be very. We are going to start for the strap footing. Above that, we started for the brick masonry structure. Isolated footing, the supports is a single column used for light to the moderate loads. Okay, you can. It's commonly people are all are using for the isolated footing. So combined footing support two or more columns when they closer to the each other or near to the boundary. We can go for the combined footing. The combined footing also we having a two type of the footing. One is a rectangular combined footing and a trapezoidal combined footing. If the two column loads are equal, then we can go for the rectangular combined footing. If the two loads are unequal, then we can go for the uh, uh, trapezoidal structural footing. Strap footing, the two isolated footing is be connected with a strap beam. It's like a beam is a tight beam. Then that is load be distributed and properly we can able to maintain the footings. That be strap beams. So next classification is a deep foundation. Used when a strong soil is available and if we are greater depth, we can go for the deep foundation. So normally we can waterlog area only we are going to use for the this foundation. Okay. First one is a pile foundation, long slender column driven into deep into the soil to the support to the soils. And then if we have pile for pier foundation, the large diameter of the column, it will be constructed under the water. It's a huge holes and it reached the deep side. Next foundation will be Cashian foundation. A large watertight structure sunk is a greater bit depth, then we need to pour the deep concreted. A strong foundation is the essential for the safety and stability of any buildings. Oh, while coming to the building finishing, the building finishing improve the appearance and also increasing the durability and serve the lifespan of the structure. Finishing, plastering finishing will be there, painting will be there, flooring will be there, false ceiling for woodwork and aluminum work. These are the common used for the building finishing. Then plastering. Now, plastering is a process, okay, that covering the rough surface of the walls and ceiling with a mortar to obtain the smooth and even finish. Okay, that is the important. So main objective of the plastering is to protect the common surfaces, improve the appearance, and provide the smooth finish, increasing the durability and make surface to be waterproof. We have a different type of the plastering will be there. First one is a smooth plaster. It will be plain as well as the for the even finish we will get the sand and spaced plaster, a rough and attractive finish. We can use it for the sand above the plaster. Then you can get for the sand filter plaster. Rough cast plaster, extra rough for exterior walls for we can able to get our structure. And fourth one, decorative plaster for decorative and special finish we can be able to finish. So normally, different type of material used for plastering or the cement, or a sand and lime, it's a water. This all can able to mix and can able to use for the plastering work. Next is a pointing. Pointing is a process and finishing exposed mortar joint in a masonry. It's mainly done as a brick as well as the stone masonry. So what is the purpose of finding? It's to improve the appearance protects the joint from the weather, it increasing the durability. How to do the processing of the pointing? So clean the joint and fill the motor, press and finish the joints will be neatly, will get the more strength. So we have a different type of the pointing. Normally, our using for the brick mason researcher on the flush pointing surface of the joint is a level with using the brick or stone to be surfaces. Then research pointing joint is finished below the surfaces to shed water. Key pointing V-shaped groove. It pressed in the joint. So beaded joint, rounded beaded is formed in the joint. Struck pointing joint is a slope and throw of the rainwater. Struck pointing thin mortar line so made us look neat and fine pointing. So it's based on the customer requirement where the application you can able to use for the pointing system. And next, finishing is the painting. So painting is a process of applying the paint on the surfaces to protect the moisture and to be decorated down. So various ingredients of the paint will be there. It will be consist of the base. So base is the main body of the paint. So forms the bulk of the paint. So it will be the vehicle, it's a liquid medium. So it carries the pigment and it helps for the applications. So pigment gives the color, provides the color as to be hiding the powder. The solvent makes a paint to be workable. So you see, when you have started to buy the paint, it will be more thick, it will be more viscosity. Then we need to use for solvent. Then automatically be solid. So things if you paint is required for consistency. So dryer it helps to drying. Speed of the drying process we can use for dryer. Then to be a filler to reduce the cost and improve the bulk we are using for the filler. So adding a bulk can improve the approving and reduce the cost. So if we having a different type of the paints will be there, oil paint will be there, enamel paint and illumination paint having different type of the will be there. Now we can see one by one what is a popo, it is a paint. So oil paint is durable and weathering resistant, used on the wood and enamel paint is okay. Then enamel paints the smooth and will get the glossy finish used for the wood and metal and walls. So emulsion is a paint, is a water-based paints low odor used for the interior walls or emulsion. Cement paints, cement paints is used in the exterior masonry surfaces to resist the alkali attack. We can use for cement paint. Aluminium paint reflects the heat as well as the light used on the metal and roofs. So bituminous paint is waterproof as well as the corrosion resistant used on the metal and concrete. So anti-corrosive to protect the metal from the rust and the corrosion, we can use the anti-corrosion paint. So synthetic rubber paint is a flexible and durable and weather resistant used in the exterior walls only. How do we do the painting process? We have a typical steps will be the surface preparation. So what we need to, where we are going to take the paint, that places we need to clean it properly. So clean the surfaces, remove any unwanted dust, dirt, loose part if you there, and having loose paint also we can able to remove and everything. The surface should be like an initial one or a new one. Now we are going to paint as a new paint. When the surface preparation is over and putty is a application, if anything one. So normally people will use for the painting for more than 10 years or 15 years. What will happen? Small patches or cracks will be formed. For that, we need to fill before started to painting. So we are having a putty floor. A putty we need to add a small quantity of the water, then it will be hydrated, then it will make for the paste. Using this putty paste, we need to provide for the whatever maybe holes or small will be there and cracks forming of the structure. Everything we need to fill up using the putty forms. Then primer coat. Applying the primer coat to improve the adhesion and increasing the durability. So putty or primer withstanding sand surface is slightly and clean to make it smooth. Then we can start for the first coat. Apply the first coat of the paint every allow to be dry it. And second coat, apply the second coat for even finish and better coverages. Normally, you'll use for a two coat. Final coat will be the more appearance. When we say for the paint for a good painting, using the good quality of the paint and tools. So do not paint in the rainy or very humid conditions. An ideal temperature for the painting is 10 degrees Celsius, 40 degree Celsius. So apply the thin and even coats for the entire structure to allow the sufficient drying time between the coats. For one coat and two coats, we need to give the timing. Clean tools immediately after using proper protection and ensure the better result and longer life. So good painting, it enhance the beauty and protect the surface of the building. Okay. The good painting not only improve the appearance and also protect the surface and increase the lifespan of the structure. Apart from the painting, so we having other the whitewashing. Okay, so whitewash is a process of applying the line-based coating on the walls to obtain the clean in the white surfaces. So if you see the advantage of the whitewashing, it's very cheap. Commonly, we'll get for all the shops. And be hygienic, easy to apply. We don't want to here for the skilled persons. So what is the process of the whitewashing? Surface preparation. Again, clean the surfaces and remove the dust or any loose particle will be there. And mix slacker lines with water and strain the solution. Add some amount of alum, that is called the salt material, and mix well. So apply the first coat uniformly with the brush or the roller. Now recently we have started for the rolling in the roller for the applying the painting also. Then we need to go for the second coat. Apply the second coat after the first coat. Dries it completely. Finishing. How to dry the completed? The surface will be clean as well as the pure white. So points what you need to remember while doing the whitewashing. Use only for slick line for the raw materials line we should not use. Add small quantity of the alum to improve the adhesion in the material and will be a durability. Do not apply the on very wet or very hot surfaces. It is not good for the structures. So reapply after every 6 to 12 months. 6 months to 12 months we require for the painting. Next, and distembering. Distembering is a process of applying the water-based paint. Okay, made from the chalk or lime or pigment. So the advantage is very smooth. We'll get on using the distembering. Attractive appearance that will be economical. So what is the process of the distembering? Again, when we are going to look at into the wall, we need to clean properly. So if you're having any dust or unwanted is with it, that we need to remove the surfaces and remove dirt or loose particles. So we need to prepare the distemper, mix charcoal powder and lime in water, add salt and a pigment, stir well, we will get the proper white distempering. So apply the first coat and we need to allow the dry, then we need to apply the second coat, then we need to dry and will be finished. This is a common process using for the distempering. What we need to keep this few remember points in using the distemper. It's a good quality of chalk, alignment, pigment we need to use. Stir the distemper thoroughly before the use. Do not apply any damp-proof courses or rainy conditions. So after replying after 6 to 12 months, we need to get the best results. So whitewashing to provide the cleanness and be hygienic, while distempering gives you smooth and attractive finish at a lower cost. Next, we see the next materials in the formwork. Formwork is a temporary structure Mold usually is a support and a shape of the concrete until gain the sufficient strength. So what is the main requirement of the formwork? And we should be very strong, should be strong enough to bear the weight of the fresh concrete. Okay. It should be a rigid to maintain the shape and the alignment. It should be leak proof to prevent the loss of the cement paste. Easy to remove after completion of the concrete. After curing time, we need to remove easily without any damaging of the concrete. So after that, that formwork we need to use again. That we reuse. Then only we'll get for more economical. Economical. It should be economical and readily available. We are in different type of the formwork normally using. So it's a modern wooden plankers and patterns commonly used for column, beams, and slabs for a timber form. Steel formwork, it's made of the steel plates and sections. It be a strong and durable and suitable for large projections. So plywood we are using for other type of the formwork. Sheets are faced with a flames. It provides smooth finish and it be reusable. So plastic also using the formwork. It be high strength plastic, light in weight and durable, easy to be handled because of very lightweight. It will get the more lifespan also. It is called for the formwork. Scaffolding. Scaffolding is a temporary structure used to support the workers and materials during the construction, repair any other, and we need to maintain, we need to use for the scaffolding of the structure. We are in different type of the scaffolding will be there. A single scaffolding will be constructed with the standards standards and linger in the one side of the wall and used for the brick wall and we are plastering it we can able to use. Double scaffolding constructed with two rows of the standard tied together. It will be stronger and safer than be a single scaffolding. Cantilever scaffolding, one end is fixed and other end be free. Support on the needle or the beams, the projecting from the wall. Used where the ground space is very limited, we can use it for cantilever floating. Suspended scaffolding, a platform suspended from the ropes or chains from the overhead, it be supported. Steel scaffolding made up of the steel tube and the coupler. It be strong, durable, and it be reusable. Trestle scaffolding made of the movable trestle and the planks used for the indoor work and the lightweight duty job. We can use for this type. These are the commonly used for scaffolding in the field. But we need to take care. So we need to precaution when you're using for this scaffolding for the safety purposes. Using is sound as a good quality of the material, whatever may be the scaffolding material, whether it be steel or it be plastic or either it be a tree, whatever may be, we need to use a good quality of the material that also be sound. So ensure the proper bracing and the secure the connection for all those materials. Do not overload the scaffold. Provide safe access with ladders as well as the stairs. To keep the platform it be clean and free from the obstructions. So install the scaffolding regularly and rectify defects immediately. Anything will happen in our scaffolding. Okay. So good former, it's a proper shape and strength to the concrete and safe scaffolding ensure efficiency and safety at the construction site. So dear learner, so these are the summary of this module. First one, we had discussed about the roof. It will be a product from the building and maybe flat. We have three types of the roofs will be there, flat, pitched, as well as the curved roofs. The floors will provide usable for horizontal surfaces and may be made of the different materials. And damp-proof courses, it will be prevent from the moisture rise in the building. Foundation will transfer the structural loads safety to the soil and are the shallow and deep foundation. These are the two types of the foundation. Plastering and pointing, it's a product to finish the masonry surfaces. Then the painting, whitewashing and dismembering, it's to improve the production and appearance of the structure. Formwork and scaffolding are a temporary work. It be essential in the construction work. So dear learners, these are the outcomes. Now you can able to explain the roof requirement and the types of the roofs. Okay, normally what you can say when you see the good roof means it be a weather protection, the thermal should be comfort, sound insulation, strength and durable, economic and easy maintenance. These are the good requirement, and we are discussed and you can able to see and you can able to explain the different type of the roof. Maybe it's a flat or pitched or gable, hip roof and truss roof or shell roof. Now you can able to identify the different type of the roofs. Learner, now you can able to describe the floors, different type of the floors and damp room courses and India foundations. Okay, so now you can see, explain easily ground floor, upper floor, suspended floor, and roof floor. And what is the purpose of the damp proof courses? What are the material using for the damp proof courses? What is the application of the damp proof courses? Now you can able to explain. Then you can able to identify, you can able to design on the different type of the foundation, like a strip foundation, isolated, trap foundation, and fire foundation. Now, learner, you can able to explain now what is the plastering and what is the use of the plastering and the pointing techniques. Okay, we need to now we know what is the process we need to follow, sequence of the procedure we need to for the plastering and also the different pointing. Students, we can able to identify the different types of the paints, whitewashing and distembering. Various paints are to be available: oil paint, emulsion, distemper, okay, primer, paint available. Now we can able to identify and explain for the paint. Then whitewashing is with the line solution, distembering, everything you know. Now, finally, you can able to describe the various formwork and scaffolding for practice in control engineering construction that we where formwork can able to use column, beam, slab, and wall works we can able to use. We have in different type of the single scaffolding, single, double, steel, suspended, and safety bracket practice, etc. So these are the module outcome of the unit. Module 4. So in a structure, it is good strong structure and some good knowledges. Okay. So again, the building material SK Dugal, we can able to use for the this module also. So thank you, learners. We are just now we completed for the module 4. So very soon we are going to discuss the next module 5. So thank you for the learners and thank you for attention also. Thank you.